Today I'm going to be reviewing this stainless steel stock pot with basket that was recently sent to me by the brand. Now this is going to be 64 quarts, so this is a massive pot that you can use for a ton of different things. You could use it maybe when preparing a lot of food for a lot of people. If you're going to do like a crawfish boil or something like that, whatever you want to use it for, this thing is huge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up, take it out of the box, show you exactly what you get inside, and then also give you the exact dimensions of the stock pot itself. Obviously, you know it's 64 quarts, but I'm going to give you the exact measurements of it also. So when you first open it up, this is what it's going to look like inside. You can see here it's got this massive lid. Yes, it is huge. And again, I'll give you the exact measurements on it. This is going to have this nice handle that's going to go up here to allow you to grab onto it. It does have a ton of room underneath it as well. So you can kind of see there underneath my hand how much extra room there is. So you can easily grab it without your fingers going up against the top of this if it's going to be extremely hot. So that's a nice feature. And then of course you're going to have the stock pot inside of here and then the basket as well. So let me go ahead and pull that out. So you can see this is an absolutely massive stock pot. I'll give you the measurements here in a minute. First, I did want to mention about this basket. So this basket is going to have a nice big handle on it. So you can easily, like if you have water or some other sort of liquid inside of here, you can easily put the food into here, set it down inside of this. So say for example, you have a giant turkey that you're trying to brine, then you could certainly put the brine into here, put the turkey into here, set it down inside of the brine if you chose to. Now what's also really cool about this bottom of this basket is it's going to have feet on it as well. So that means if you have something maybe down here at the bottom and then that's no problem, this will just sit right on top of that inside of the stock pot. So let me kind of show you how this is going to fit inside of one another. It's going to be hard to see up there on the counter, so I actually put it onto the floor just to make it a little bit easier. You can kind of see here on this pot or on the basket itself, this is just going to flip up and that's easily way outside of there. So that's nice that you can easily grab that and flip it up. The basket is going to sit down inside a considerable bit. So from there to the top, so probably about 6 inches or so, maybe a little bit less, maybe 4 or 5 inches from there up to the top of there is how deep that basket is going to sit inside. And that's even including the little feet that it has. Now, those little feet at the bottom means it's going to allow any liquids or whatever to come up through that bottom a lot easier as well. So you make sure that you're not burning whatever you've got cooking inside of this basket, but also make sure that any liquids are going to permeate throughout everything that you are cooking as well. Now let's get to the measuring part. So actual height on this 64 quart stock pot is going to be 17.5 inches tall. Yes, it is massive. Width across just the actual stock pot itself is going to be about 16.25. If you included the handles, it's going to be about 21 inches wide across the top. Now let's look at the actual lid itself as well. The lid's going to span a little bit bigger, so 16.75. Again, that's going to sit down on top of here, so that makes sense. And then height-wise, it is going to be relatively thick also, so going to be about 3/4 inches thick from the top to the bottom. However, it does have that indent, so actual thickness of the metal is definitely not going to be 3/4 inch. So you can easily pick this up, hold it with one hand. Truthfully, I can even hold it with one finger, as you can see here. So definitely not super heavy that you have to worry about. And that's going to fit right on top of your stock pot there. So overall, definitely a really, really nice, huge 64 quart stock pot. Comes with that basket and then also is going to come with that lid.